So think about your work and tell me about something that happened at work with another human being. In other words, a specific interaction that you can remember, almost like a movie in your brain, with somebody else at work involving anything you want that made you feel successful.
Well, not so long ago I wrote a grant application for a musician, and then it was accepted, successful, and so he got some money and he got to make his album, and that was very rewarding for me to, you know, with my words be able to help him, and yeah, to help a creative to fulfill their vision. That was good.
Nice. So what about it? That's fantastic. What about doing that for that person made you feel successful?
I guess it was that I was able to make a difference. You know, that I was able to yeah, do something good.
And why is that important to you?
Yeah, I guess that, yeah, I see your method coming out here. Yeah, I guess that a why for me is that
just tell me why it was important to you to help that guy.
Yeah, okay. To be doing something good in the world. Yeah.
Okay.
To be doing good.
Cool. Now I'd like you to tell me a second story. Forget about work, so it can have nothing to do with anything connected to work. Friends, family, relationship, health, hobby, anything you want, as long as it's not work related. Something that happened with another human being that made you feel like, awesome.
Well, I also am a yoga teacher, and I mean, part of yoga is not being in your ego. So part of being a yoga teacher isn't, you know, being a rock star in front of the room of people. It's, you know, channeling that energy out to your students and also receiving the energy back. You know, it's a two-way thing. And for me, it's always incredibly rewarding when the students have a positive experience.
Great. That's totally generic. It doesn't serve me. Tell me about a specific interaction with a student.
All right. Specific.
Could be a conversation. Doesn't have to be yesterday. It could be last year. It doesn't matter. Just something that happened with another human being outside work that made you feel great.
It's funny, isn't it? I guess that, you know, interactions are happening all day, every day, and I just can't really pull one up. Well, I was having a conversation recently at school with one of the other mums, and it was just an impromptu chat. You know, we were passing each other, and I wasn't even intending to stop and talk. And then she was going through a little bit of a rough patch, and so I just stopped and had a bit of a talk to her, and you know, just offered a bit of empathy, really, and you know, shared experiences, and then at the end of our conversation, she hugged me and said that, you know, it had made her feel much better, and thanked me for it, and yeah, so that made me feel good that, you know, I could brighten somebody's day. Yeah.
What about that made you feel good? What about brightening her day and having some empathy made you feel great?
I guess that I was, you know, making a positive difference.
Oh, go figure, right?
Good in the world. Yeah.
Kind of like last time with the musician guy.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah, exactly. Why is that important to you?
I I'm not making a positive difference and, you know, contributing to making the world better in some way, then I don't see the point in it.
Yeah, exactly. So do you feel successful when you contribute to a cause greater than yourself and have an impact on others?
Mm.
Yeah, all the time, right?
Mm.
As a result of that, you're not wired to say no to people. You're normally wired to say yes. You have to very carefully monitor yourself or you find yourself stretched way too thin, right? And the challenge with that is if you say no to small things, or you say yes to a small thing, it takes away that energy from being able to do something much bigger. You end up sabotaging yourself and your ability to make a difference. So key word for you is discernment, making sure that you can, ooh, is this the right one? And I have a gift for you. Next time somebody asks you for a favor, and you're going to want to say yes, because you're wired that way, because you're wise to contribute. You can say, instead of yes, I'm not available right at the moment because I'm focused on this other big thing over here. Circle back with me and I'll see what I can do. And that way you don't have to actually say no. Does that help?
Okay, yeah, that does help. Thank you.
Okay, cool. So tell me, how do you let the world know that you care about making a difference, that you live that you want to add value with what you're doing? How do you live that?
Probably not very well.
Tell me what you do to let people know that you care.
Well, in my business, I have slightly changed my messaging to tell people that what I really do with my marketing communications is help them to create a connection between their business and the people that need what they're doing. So, yeah.
What else you do? What else you do to let people know that if they work with you, you really genuinely want to make a difference for them?
In a business sense, do you mean?
Yeah. How do you let them know that?
Well, I tell them that I want them to be happy with what we've done, and you know.
How do you let them know that you care?
Oh gosh, I guess in a lot of small ways.
Tell me.
Just in the way that I am with them. I have.
How is that?
I'm quite open and warm and one-on-one with my interactions with my clients.
What else?
I don't know exactly. I guess if you know, if extra small things need to be done to make a job really satisfactory, then it's just done. It's not, you know, charged extra. Or,
what else? How else do you let them know that no matter what, you're going to add value?
I don't really know.
Yes, you do. This is for you, by the way. And this is a huge gift I'm about to give you.
Yeah, right.
So you have to wrestle with this.
Okay.
It's got to come from you, so that it's genuine and authentic.
Yeah.
How, when you're sitting down with a prospect, you're sitting down with someone who's maybe going to use your business, your services.
Yeah.
How do you let them know that you actually care? How do you let them know? How do you live the fact that you're going to convey to them, I'm going to make a difference for you? What do you do? It's funny, right? Because it's already helping people.
Yeah.
You shared with me a story about the writer.
Yeah.
What do you do? How do you let them know? How do you live it?
Well, I guess in my conversations with them and the words that I use, I, you know, just assure them that it'll be done, and then in my mind I know that, you know, if it's not done, then, you know, I'll keep working at it and try a different angle if initially it's not done until it is done.
Yep.
And then if I feel that, you know, something isn't really in my skill set and I can't help, then I won't you know, I won't take it on.
What do you do in that case?
I'll refer them to somebody else or bring in some other skills.
Okay. What else? Why do you do all the things you just shared with me? What's the purpose behind all these things you just shared with me?
Well, the purpose, do you mean the purpose in assuring somebody or the purpose in why am I doing what I'm doing?
Yeah, why do you do all these things?
I guess the core of why I do it, or even maybe the core of why I want to think that I'm doing it, is to, you know, to be helping people to do good in the world, you know, to, you know, if someone's got a business that is really helping somebody, then, you know, often, you know, they've got an amazing set of skills or an amazing product or an amazing business, and then, you know, maybe the missing link is the way that it's been communicated to the people who, you know, need what they've got. And so I just want to try and, you know, be that missing link for them so that they can, you know, flow their business out into the world.
And what's your last name, Leonie?
Orton.
How do you spell that?
O-R-T-O-N.
O-R-T-O-N.
Owen.
Okay, cool. So, we've been talking for, I don't know, a few minutes, right? And if I was going to put together a message for you that you could use on your website that is genuine, authentic, that reflects exactly who you are and what you believe, it might sound like this. I'm Leonie Orton, and I believe in contributing to causes greater than myself and making a difference wherever I possibly can. When we work together, I'm going to create a connection with you and for you. I'll be open and warm-hearted, very one-on-one, and do the extra without blinking or even thinking about it, to give you assurances that we will complete each project no matter what. If I can't do it, I'll refer it, or I'll bring in other skills so that we can ensure that at the end of the day, you get done what needs to be done, so that in some way, I can help you do good in the world. If that sounds like someone you'd like to work with, give me a call.
Wow. That's quite amazing, Ridgely.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, that really is. Wow.
That's the process of discovering your why. Why are you here? All of these things that we wrote down, this piece right here, is all how you live your why. So your why is to contribute, add value, make a difference, have an impact.
Yep.
These are some of the ways of how you live your why, and what you do are just the services that you offer. People care about this last. They want to know about this first.
Yep.
Why are you here? How do you live that that's going to serve me? And now tell me what you do. Now that I'm interested in you, and that's how we create genuine, authentic, real, super powerful messaging.